The wild Mustangs that roam the ranges of North America are woven into the fabric of our heritage and remain a living symbol of American spirit and freedom. These horses, however, are in danger. The U.S. Bureau of Land Management manages these wild horses, which have roamed federal lands in 10 western states since the time before they were states. Because there is also cattle on this land, the agency regularly thins the horse herds, keeping the Mustangs to about 27,000. They round up the rest and auction them off. Currently, the land available to the horses is being reduced, so the BLM is again rounding up the wild horses. These captured animals are auctioned off or put into crowded holding pens. There are now 33,000 in these pens. Each horse costs taxpayers $1,500 a year to feed, and by law, if they can't be auctioned or adopted, they could be slaughtered.
I started to really study it.
That is why Madeline Pickens has come forward with a plan to protect these gallant animals and provide a sanctuary where they can thrive, a place where they can be observed and nurtured by people who care about them. Her idea drew the attention of ABC World News Tonight back in 2008 when she was chosen as Person of the Week. ABC's story spoke about her background as an animal lover and horse breeder, and how she and her husband, T. Boone Pickens, aided animals in the wake of Hurricane Katrina after Mr. Pickens gave $7 million to the Red Cross to help the people in need. And the story described Madeline Pickens' plan to adopt 33,000 horses that are in captivity. She would purchase close to 1 million acres and make it a place for the horses where people can go and see them running wild. Madeline Pickens has met with the Bureau of Land Management, but they remain committed to their current plan of action, one which seems destined to eliminate these wild horses from the American scene. In December of 2009, another roundup was begun, which is said to take 2 months and stretch across 1,750 square miles. The issue is a big one in the minds of those who live in the area. Las Vegas TV station KLAS did a special report in late 2009, Stampede to Oblivion, and included a segment with Mrs. Pickens observing the animals and their habitat. The report included apparent evidence of efforts to deprive the wild horses access to natural water sources. The numbers of Americans who find the BLM's plan objectionable are growing. Ginger Catherine's film Clouds Heard aired on PBS in 2009, but those horses are still endangered. Celebrities have raised their voices in protest as well, but more must be done. James Kleinert's documentary Disappointment Valley tells the same story in the state of Colorado, and Madeline Pickens was part of that story, which was intended to educate and enlighten everyday people about the slow loss of a truly American species. And bringing this issue to Americans everywhere is what Madeline Pickens believes is needed now more than ever. In October of 2009, the Saving America's Mustangs Foundation presented a pregame and halftime show at the SMU versus Navy football game, a celebration of American heritage, which put the spotlight on symbols of our American freedom, the armed services, those on active duty and those who are veterans, the 5 civilized tribes, service animals, and the wild Mustangs. In November, the show was enlarged and brought to the OSU versus Colorado football game in Stillwater, Oklahoma. There, thousands cheered as the Mustangs were presented, and Madeline and Boone Pickens gave special attention to wounded warriors.
I was wounded in Iraq in November of 2005.
I was injured in Ramadi, Iraq by an improvised explosive device.
Our mission is to honor and empower wounded warriors.
The events are thrilling, and they fill everyone involved with a sense of pride and patriotism and the glory of our American heritage. These Mustangs, once wild but now trained and gentle, stand as a reminder of something uniquely American, a past that emboldens all of us to make a better future. The Bureau of Land Management's plan for the wild Mustangs, America's wild Mustangs, will not build a better future either for the horses or this country. We can do better. We must. Madeline Pickens' plan to create a sanctuary for the Mustangs, a place where they can thrive, and people from around the world can still see and visit and understand our heritage, is the better idea we can get behind and be proud of. Let's make this happen. Your support will make a difference.